So while we were driving around this area, we seen lots and lots of goats. So I thought, well, hey, I've got an R license, so why not start using it a bit? So I did a bit of research and found out one of the forestries that we could actually hunt on through the R license scheme. So yeah, we jumped on and decided to book a hunting trip and see what we can't, see if we can't fill the freeze with a bit of goat meat. The only problem that I was worried about was the amount of rain that we had in this area. As you can see, all the table drains and this lower lying country, there was lots of water around. So, but being where we're going will be a little bit higher country, so I'm hoping it won't be too bad, and hopefully we can get around a bit to see if we can find some goats. If we have to do a lot of walking, well, so be it. We'll do a lot of walking and find some goats to put some meat in the freezer.
So we're making our way back to Queensland. So we're going to drive through New South Wales, the way we're heading. And I thought, why not do a little bit of a hunt on the way back? I actually have a license to shoot some state national park things in New South Wales. There are only certain ones you can, but if you're licensed to do so, you just put your permit in. And yeah, for the days you want to go hunting, and you can go hunting. So today I thought, it's on our way, why not see if we can get a goat or see if there's anything else around. It's a good setup that they've got in New South Wales. Helps eradicate a lot of the pests that are in the national parks and the forestries. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get a goat to do another bit of a cooking segment. Just 110 metres out. Oh, there's one little section there.
Now, the best thing about with the R license, you actually have an app to use, and while you're on the app, it'll actually give you a GPS position of exactly where you're located, and it'll also have a map. Now, in that map, it'll actually tell you whether you are in your zone where you can hunt or whether you've gone out of that zone. With this state forest that I was hunting, a lot of these roads were going zigzag in and out of the hunting area, so it was an awesome app to be able to exactly pinpoint where you are, so you're not in an area where you shouldn't be hunting. And also, yeah, you can pinpoint the GPS mark of where you actually get your animals. If you happen to get a goat or a fox or whatever, a pig, a deer, so you can log that information as well. Now, the other good thing with that app, like I said though, is when we're just driving along, I can actually sort of see which way I'm heading on that map, so I know, if I want to go for a walk, I can walk whatever direction. I know I'm going to be well and truly inside the zone of where I'm allowed to be. So it's a really good app, and I think the R licensing should be introduced into Queensland as well. It's a good way to get rid of the feral animals out of the state forests and national parks. At this stage, you're not allowed to hunt any of that sort of things in Queensland. So instead, the government, pays someone to fly around in a chopper and shoot the crap out of everything, and it just gets left and wasted, where they could utilise something like the R licence system. Avid hunters could go and get their deer or goats or pigs or whatever they wanted to go and get, and it helps the state forests, national parks out immensely. Also, it is creating revenue. So whether it's you're buying ammunition or, with your accommodation nearby, or whether it's, food, if you're buying a bit of food before you go there, it all helps out. So I think Star Lights is a great idea, and I hope Queensland gets on board with the same thing.
One fucking goat. This looks like it might have had rain here last night.
They might have.
Because after a day of sunshine, that there should be drier.
So we were driving around and Carolyn spotted a little mob of goats out her side, so I jumped out and off on foot just to through the scrub there and see if I could find one and get a bit of meat.
You scared me. I wonder if we missed. Well, I see some goats running off in the other direction. I can hear them. Poor goat.
I'm always very cautious when there's more than one person out in the field hunting, knowing where the car is or that other person. So Carolyn's just walking because she heard me fire a few shots and I knew where the car was and
Yeah.
so I knew not to, if goats were going to run back that way, I wouldn't be trying to shoot them if they went back that way. And that's why I always, as you can
I
hear
can
me
hear
yelling
it,
out,
it went
finding
that
out
way.
exactly her location.
Did it go that way? Because I heard it.
I fired 2 shots. The first one was sitting still. The second one started taking off, so I
Your
sort
first
of
shot
shot it on
scared
the
the
run.
shit out of
So
me.
at this stage, I thought the second goat that I actually shot was still running around there, but it wasn't. It was actually another goat, as I later found out.
He's up, his pants up to run. I'm back over where you left me. Huh?
Okay, so we got 2 shots, 2 goats. One, yeah, the first one was fine. It was, yeah, just sitting there looking at me. I was very close. And then the second one, once I fired the first shot, the other sort of just started taking off, and one was just trotting away. So I shot it when I was trotting away. So yeah, we'll just go and find them now. Well, that's nasty. Beautiful eating size goats. That was the one I hit when she was running. In through the back of the head and out through the nose. Beautiful eating size goats. That's one, and the other one should be just back here somewhere. Nice young goats, beautiful eating.
They are little.
So, stay tuned for a goat curry.
There you go. We got 2 goats. Well, when we say we got 2 goats, Robert
Yeah,
got
so we've got 2 goats. Good eating size. I always like to eat the smaller, half-grown ones are the best ones to eat. And obviously, all wild goats are a pest, so yeah, it's not like, you know, we're doing something we shouldn't be doing. We're getting rid of some feral animals, and at the same time, we're going to be eating these, so nothing's going to go to waste. And yeah, we'll butcher these up in a minute, and yeah, keep going. That's not bad. We've only been here 40 minutes, something like that. So yeah, and we've seen a couple of mobs of goats, but I couldn't get a shot at any of them because yeah, too spooked, because obviously we're not the only ones that can get access to shooting this. But when you do get access to this land, like these forestries and national parks and that through New South Wales, you're the only one allowed to be hunting there at that time that you book it. But you still have to be aware and be careful of other people getting around, because you just don't know who's getting around where, which I always do, especially when I'm going to fire a firearm. I always make sure that there's nothing anywhere out behind it or to the side of it in case you miss that target and you don't want a stray bullet going and hitting, whether it's livestock or a
Park
vehicle
ranger
or anything else. So yeah, anyway, these will be good eating, and yeah, we'll get cracking. Just hanging it to lead it a bit better. Okay, so scan it, cut it, everything. Basically, with most feral animals, or any animals you really hunt to consume, always check their organs. So I've checked its liver, its kidneys, its lungs, made sure there's nothing there, like spots, growths, worms or anything like that. Another good indication too is that there's actually a bit of fat around the liver, around the kidneys and that too, which generally indicates they're in pretty good health. So yeah, so there's nothing wrong with this goat. I gutted it first and then checked those, because no point in skinning it all and doing anything else if you haven't checked it, because then you're just wasting your time. But that was the first thing I checked, and they're all good. So yeah, we'll finish breaking it down.
Well, as you can see, there's not much left. We've taken the shoulders for roast, the leg roast. Well, he's just doing the last leg now. We've got some backstrap, some beautiful ribs, and a couple of little tenderloins. So there's certainly not much left.
Okay, so basically that whole goat, apart from its stomach and its head, that's all that I've wasted. Because we're in the field, yeah, you bone as much as you can out, take all the hindquarters and the shoulders and the back straps and all that sort of stuff. So if I was somewhere where I had a bit more room and a bit more tools, I'd actually be turning these into chops and stuff as well. But being out here in the field, I mean, that's not too bad for that one goat. That's it, that's all that's left. So yes, that was a successful little hunt and wasn't too bad. Like I said, only about 40 minutes, and yeah, we had 2 goats on board. So we're just going to go follow this, finish this track out, have a bit more of a look. I'm not overly worried about getting too much more, because that's a good feed for us, and yeah, also to share with family and friends when we get back home. So yeah, we'll just keep going and yeah, see what else we can find. Had to be careful because we did have a rooftop boat on still, as this was only just a quick trip. So there was a few moments that I was worried about a few limbs that were across the road, but we got underneath them until we got to one area that we just had to turn around. There just wasn't much point going any further. The track didn't go much further than that, and there was too many big trees leaning across the track, so I didn't want to wreck my boat, so we pretty much turned around and backtracked our way back out again.
We're in New South Wales, down in South Australia. Just to turn it. Smile on your face,
You should have had the film thing around on me.
yeah, see the face. He was happy.
This was a greasy little fucker. Yeah, I thought it was saying in case I got a gunner.
Yeah, I'm winding the window up so I don't get splattered.
So this pushes you straight in it, eh? A little bit of help, but
Now you'll have to wash the car. Mate, there's dirt on my window, mud. Now you will have to wash the car.
If that.
Yeah.
So we've decided, yeah, we'll start heading back out now. It was the last hour or so was more just to drive around, have a look, and check out the area for future hunting.
I'll go back down that power line road. It's a bit better road.
Like that way. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that power line road probably goes up, but I don't know if it connects to another road or not.
Yeah.
I'll go down a little bit, see a good road. That's the trouble. It's not easy for you to look through trees on this one, so I'm trying to keep my lucky, because if they were another fucking 20 yards in there, you wouldn't have seen them.
No, I only just saw it. I think it was only because I saw the white, the white. So if they were all that brown.
I don't just look for colours though, I look for more times than not it's shapes,
Yeah.
because it's what we get notes. Because the shape will be different to like a little stump or a tree, you know what I mean? Like that's why that stump that was facing that way looked like a fucking goat.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, yeah, I look for shapes, but then also, colours do stick out too. That's why I find a lot of shit, because I look for something, it's just out of place. Whether it's a colour or a shape.
Yeah, the trees are pretty thick here, you can't see too much.
As we're heading out, we've seen another little mob of goats, so I thought I might get another one. And yeah, this mob unfortunately was very spooked, because there is a road that goes through this area as well. So, and we did see signs of other hunters being there over the past several days. But yeah, I just unfortunately couldn't get a shot, so they all took off. But still good fun.
Okay, so yes, we've come back after breaking down the gate, and we just cryovac it all. Lasts a bit better in the freezer that way as well, but as you can see, we've got quite a few feeds this out of two tiny little goats. We've got some nice leg roasts, a couple of nice shoulder roasts. I also keep the ribs. Sometimes we just bone those out a bit if out in the field, but it wasn't too hard with the smaller goats, just take these little ribs. With the smaller goats too, a lot of times I'll leave the little back straps on the ribs, because yeah, our son loves smoking ribs up and stuff, so we're going to take these back with us and he's going to smoke these up, so we'll do a video on the smoked goat ribs. But yeah, so a very successful little morning, considering we only went hunting all up, even just driving around having a look where we were, was under 2 hours, so it was, yeah, pretty good.
So we're looking forward to cooking some of this up.